Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 2. Yeah, it's just that I've done that quickly. Done the castle. Patrick's Tower, south. Okay. Platoon of village soldiers and majors approach you and question you briefly. Once they're satisfied you're not Empire agents, they tell you they're guiding the way to Patrick's Tower, which is at the south. Then you part ways. These are the plains of death. It's a large section is barricaded, forever declared a resting place for those who died to defend Avernum. You look around and immediately this place has grown a lot since you were last here. Meet a group of Avernum soldiers who have been given the honour of guarding this burial group. You talk with them for a while, then a surprisingly cheery lot. Turns out that a wide variety of evil forces come here to try and steal bodies and make an undead army. It's a popular goal amongst the forces of darkness. Fortunately, these guards are here to put a stop to any such shenanigans. Watching bodies is dull work, but it beats staging a last chance defence against the armies of the Empire. You notice that some of the grave markers here have several names on them. You look closely and realise this graveyard, created by those who have fallen in the name of Avernum, has several slits in it. A good reason for hope as any. Patrick's Tower, 12 miles south. Plain of Death, 5 miles west. Bloss, 60 miles north. Okay. You're in what's called the Waste. It is the southwest corner of the Great Cave, which is notable for its utter uselessness. It's just a huge sheet of flat solid rock, totally bereft of useful plants or interesting features. Mushrooms don't grow here. You see, further down the passage, some sort of melee is going on. One group of humanoids is blasting another group of spells. You decide whether to get them to but the decision is made for you. The group that is getting blasted flees, heading straight towards you. You see their Avernum soldiers being chased by several humanoids. Before you can get out of the way, a battle is swirling around you. Try that again. With your help, several of the soldiers are revived. They seem to be lucky to survive. One of them says, "Those things were casters. Normally they keep to themselves, but they saw us on patrol and decided to hunt us. Be real careful if you go west. Those things have a lair west of here. Thanks again for your help. We'll be sure to tell our commander what you did for us." They then head north to Blosk, going as fast as they can. Cavewood crossbow. Bridge across is falling into ruins, and the passage is sealed by a cave crack. Humans don't come back here anymore. It's thought not because the patch of humans who recently sprouted up is useful for alchemy. Let's take it. Water below this bridge reeks of rotten hex. You see thick yellow sulphur deposits lining its bank. The fumes rising from below make you lightheaded. You meet an aging woman. Despite her increasing years, her waist-length black hair doesn't show the slightest sign of grey. As she walks, she embroiders. She curtsies. I am Hafrisa, lady of this tower. What do you do here in this tower? Curious question. I assist my husband Patrick. How is Patrick? He says, the poor dear works himself too hard, but not as hard as he did before my illness. Illness? What happened? She continues making stitches as she speaks. A deadly fever afflicted me a few years ago. I would have died but for a band of adventurers. They brought me grey mould salve and healed me. What is grey mould salve? Remarkable stuff. I hear the recipe for it is on the shelf around here somewhere. It can heal practically any disease. He brushes her hair out of her face and looks at you solemnly. I owe my life to it. May I ask with what? She tells you what she is embroidering into the cloth. It's a magical rune of awe-inspiring complexity, unerringly performed with gold thread. She shows it to you without comment, but her pride in her work is clear from her expression. Thank you for your time. Lithgoa Silva, Majgortache. You meet a pale, friendly woman. She sits behind a desk which is covered with, not with papers, but with herbs and toadstools, bowls and powders. She graces you with a huge smile when you approach. I'm Jules. Welcome. What are your responsibilities? I'm the person who coordinates what the mages here do with what the castle wants them to do. But that's not what I'm worrying about now. I'm worrying about a potion. What kind of potion? I can't tell you what it is before, but I can tell you I'm short on ingredients. But I see you adventurers. I will reward you well if you can obtain certain substances for me. We'd be willing to get any substances you might need. Ah, your help. Wonderful. First thing I need is a Borgia toadstool. They're very rare. They only exist in lower caves, very low caves. Perhaps some grow in Venati lands. It's worth a look. Thick book and the thick fires covered with dense writing. Let's try this out for it. Judgment George turns dead and looks at you. Please leave my books alone. If you wish to read them, speak with me. Perhaps we can do business. In the name of politeness, you leave the book alone. What are the books to the south for? She smiles and says, those books contain powerful knowledge, and who in my position would not want to keep it private? I wouldn't share it with anyone who didn't help me. You seem unusually cheerfully. Well, what exactly would be the point in being otherwise? Okay. Captain Raban, Garrison Commander. There's a bitter-looking soldier slouching behind a desk. He has a 3-day growth of stubble on his face. He looks at you blankly when you introduce yourself. I'm Captain Rabin. Who do you command? I run the garrison here, such as it is. I take it that the garrison is small? He chuckles. Yes. I take good care of my scattering of soldiers. Scattering of soldiers? I have 15 soldiers under my command, not many, and mostly green. All the seasoned troops are at the front, where I should be. Why do you want to go to the front? You may think I'm stupid wanting to be at the front, but where I could get chopped instead of my nice boring job here. But think on this. We break at the front and we all die. The Empire will butcher us all. If I'm going to die, I want to be up there where I can fight the real fight. It's that simple. It grimaces in frustration. That's all I wanted to know. Okay. You meet a big beefy man mixing up some soup in a metal bowl. Unusually, the food he's mixing smells delicious. Hello, I'm Marco. I'd shake but well. He shows you his hands. They're covered with bits of dough. What is it you do in the tower? I'm the chef here at Patrick's Tower, and let me tell you, it's darn difficult. Why is it so difficult? I want to cook good food. That's what I take pride in. But what do I have to cook with? Mushrooms and mould, and bits of stringy lizard meat. He grins. At least that's what it's like until recently. You see, it all got better when the Empire came. How so? They brought some food with them and we captured it. They brought dirt too, and we got some. I got actual genuine garlic cloves and fruit. We got some other sorts of animals. Want to taste? Yes, I'd love to try some. Marco put some of the dough he's mixing in your mouth. It's cookie dough made with real flour. Most of the captured food we went to Darman, but some came here. If you want a real meal, at last, Darman is to the west. That's where to go. You barely hear what he says. It's just too wonderful tasting real cookie dough again. Dum 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 dum. The book is one of Patrick's journals. It's full of diagrams, notes, fragments of theories, and long, vast ramblings. One in particular catches your interest. Garzed must be dealt with. Too old, too weak, would not have a chance. Must be young, must be strong. How ideas. Solberg and Thompson. They have ideas. Solberg trapped near Formello, Thompson in Blosk. Must speak with them. They may help with Garzed. A few more lines were written, but then they were smeared. Someone spilled mushroom wine on the page. Try to decipher blank pages, okay. Oh. There is something in there. I can see a wall. You meet a young blonde woman lost in thoughts. She has a bow slung over her shoulder. She shakes your hand, getting ink on them. I'm Rita, of the Charkanyi clan. I'm the chief item researcher for this tower. Items, so you can identify our items. She sighed. This is from the first time she was asking about this, and she's tired of it. Yes, I can. 10 items an item. Show me what you have. What are you working on? She smiles wearily. I'm doing research. That's what I'm best at. Oh, really? What kind of research? I study magic items. It's actually a big help in the war. We get lots of weird magic, and I figure out what it does and how we can use it. Then I write a paper, and it ends up on their shelves. She takes the bow off her shoulder and says, lately I've been doing some archery. Yes, I see that. She shows you the bow. I've been studying arrows of light, and they are very rare and valuable because their ability to devastate any undead or demon kind they touch. If you ever fight someone with demon blood in them, arrows of light will help. Okay, day to you. You feel a brief chill as you pass through a thin invisible magical barrier. One of the guards says, you were just checked. You have magical clearance, so you can enter. Your shelves contain a library of exceptionally valuable tomes kept on polished, sparsely populated shelves. Fortunately, the tomes seem to contain any practical knowledge you crave. Their topics are very esoteric. You see a woman in mage's robes sitting at the table. She has short black hair and a distracted manner, and has several books on the table in front of her. My name is Kelly, with an I. What are you working on? I am a mage at the tower. At the moment I'm doing a little research. Researching what? What else? I'm here to dig dirt on several sorts of monsters. Forewarned is forearmed. What sort of monsters are you looking at now? The castle wants me to look into 2 sorts of monsters. Mutant giants and doom guards. Giants are bad enough. Now there are mutant giants. Don't know much about this, but I do know this. Normally the Empire has been killing all the giants they could find. However, some other giants have been alongside them, larger, stronger, misshapen giants. We don't know where they're from, but they're deadly, much stronger than normal, and they help the Empire. Very strange behaviour for a giant. What is a Doom Guard? Her expression darkens. They are legendary creatures who we're starting to think actually exist. Their suits of armour almost impervious to damage. And when you actually do manage to damage them, they just split in two. Of course, the rumours may just be that. Rumours. I hope so. Yeah, me too. This dusty town is crammed with dusty books, deemed by librarians to be less useful or interesting. Books are scarce and valuable in Avernum. It seems a shame to see them treated this way. You meet a heavy-set Moor with an air of total self-assurance. His hands and garb are covered with the stains of actual dirt. He greets you when you approach. His voice is deep and sure. My name is Cochrane. Amazing. That's real dirt, isn't it? He picks at a fleck of dirt from his clothes and shows it to you. You bet. I'm the gardener here. Where did you get the dirt from? Actual, honest-to-goodness dirt. It wasn't easy. The Empire brought some down with them to grow plants, and we captured a wagon full of it. A rare and wondrous find indeed. He removes a pouch from his pocket and scrapes dirt from his clothes into it, so that none of it goes to waste. How did you become a gardener? It's my job at the moment. I'm an alchemist, see, so they thought I was the natural choice for studying and working with plants. What sort of alchemy did you deal with? Before this, you see, I did research on mandrake. It's the rarest and most powerful reagent known. I developed some complicated recipes for unleashing its magic. If you would like to buy them, let me know. I'm interested in any alchemy recipes you might know. Strength elixir, restoration brew, protection brew. So those three. It's the garden shed. Rest for a few hours. Brief choose you pass through a thin invisible magical barrier. You were just checked. Conference hall, Magi clearance only. You see the solemn, beautiful conference room of Patrick's Tower. It's recently been redone in the Vanati style, although the tiles and such do not appear to be of Vanati make. The glow crystal doesn't actually glow, for example. Meet a very old, very famous man. He is Patrick the Archmage, master of this tower. You approach, he turns to you and he turns and nods to you. He says simply, I'm Patrick, welcome to my home. Are we interrupting you? No. Considering your recent experiences, your presence is welcome. I was just pondering our brothers below. Our brothers below? The Varnati, the alien brothers you yourselves introduced us to. I think about our relations with them and our experiments. Oh yes, the Varnati are a complicated people. Life in these caves is such a fragile thing. Nothing should be able to live down here, but we manage because of magic. It is our magic that created the glowing fungus that gives us light and thus life. But I've spoken with this Vane, and I am worried. What did Vane have to say? She is the greatest mage of the Varnati. We projected our minds that our thoughts could meet. She told me of the deadly magics she would gladly release to protect her people. What, I ask, will happen when we compete with them for limited space and resources? Remember, she knows how to create quickfire. Perhaps Ventana might teach me how to create quickfire. It is doubtful, but if you need quickfire, she is the one you should talk to. She thinks, come to think that the Avernum were eager for your help. You might ask her about it. She may be willing to tell you the secret of its creation. If you were to discover the secret of... We're trying to discover the secret of quickfire ourselves in our laboratory. Where is your laboratory? Oh, it is well hidden. I should tell you to reach it. Go to my office, search the desk. There is a button on the shelves. Press it and the way shall become clear to you. You make a note of this. Wait a moment, can I trouble you with another question? We're adventurers. Is there anything we can do for you? As a matter of fact, I'm in a detailed study of an art and would help me if I own some of their artifacts. Nothing special, just things they use in day-to-day life. Please bring me one of the strange growing cloaks they wear. I could pay you well for your troubles. We might have the item you're looking for. Patrick gratefully takes the item and pays for you for it for a small patch of gold. Thank you and your time and effort. I will study this item. Return later and I wish you to bring me another. What Varnati item are you currently looking for? Strange missile weapons they use fascinate me. Bring me one of their razor discs. We read in your journal that you've been thinking about killing Garzad. He looks very annoyed. My private jury, I gave you no permission to poke around in that, and all my thoughts about Garzad are in there. I have no more. Sort of magical research goes on here. Anything that protects us from the Empire, anything which helps prolong the lives of Vernites, anything which, in my judgment, increases the wisdom of the world and decreases the suffering. You search Patrick's bust for the button he told you about. You find it easily and press it. Sure enough, a section of the bookshelf slides out of the way. You see a small woman with red hair. She wanders aimlessly among the tables, alembics and barriers of the laboratory. When she sees you approach, she seems irritated. I am Jade. Why are you wandering around? I was, before you interrupted, performing my concentration exercises. My apologises. Why were you practicing your concentration? She She points at a magic corner where a demon looks. I'm struggling to maintain my concentration under the pressure of an infernal force. It is not easy. Why? She sighs, is exasperated at your persistence. It takes great intelligence, purity, concentration to deal with and resist the dark forces. It is necessary, though. The Empire forces here deal with such creatures, and sometimes send us against us. How do you kill the creatures when you encounter them? We use arrows of light. They are a sure way to deal with such forces. They are difficult to make, though. We made a number of them, but they were stolen by Rakshasi. They were being transported to the front by Bactris the Four. What are the reactors, and what did they do to Bactris? Bactris was slain as a Baal illusionist tiger beasts. There are a colony of them to the west, and they took the arrows. That is a shame, but we don't have the strength to slay them, so that's that. We'll just have to make more. She has had enough of this conversation. She resumes her numbing and walks away. Okay. So that's Patrick's Tower. Warning, quick fire. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. This has been Vane doing Let's Play Avernum 2. If you like what you're seeing here, be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon. And until next time, goodbye.